Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be our fifth video in our series about making the royal game of Ur. In each video, we started out with just a very basic version made out of cardboard. We made 3 different cardboard versions, kind of progressing and showing different options. And then in the previous video to this one, we made one out of fence-picket. And in this one, we're going to make one out of a 2x4. Also, as a sneak peek, in the next video, I plan to take that board that we just finished up in the previous video and try to make like a box or some sort of container, something to keep all the pieces together, because so far it's just a board and the game pieces. And that's what we're going to do with this one as well. We're going to make board and game pieces, try to make it out of this, and then maybe try to find a way to make a container for all of it in another video later on. So this is about 11.5 inches long. I found it laying on the ground. It's very dirty. I think it's southern yellow pine. Looks like it had some, I don't think that's paint. I think it got like acid or something on there that actually discolored and stained the wood. Maybe vinegar or something, but I'm not sure, because it doesn't look like it's on top of the wood like paint would be. Anyway, so I've already marked 8 inches, squared that off, so I'll cut there. I'm gonna try to mostly just use hand tools, stay away from the table saw and stuff. We'll progress into that in our later videos. We're trying to make them as easy as possible in our early videos, and then work the skill level up. That's the idea anyway. So I'll go ahead and cut this off here, and then you can already see that basically this side will be the board. I just have to make a grid and draw any decorations or whatever, and then out of this side I'll make a plan on how to make all the game pieces. So I'll come back after I've cut this. So I've got that end cut off. There it is, this end cut off. I've drawn my grid on there. For our long lines, I put 2 lines on each side to make like a dividing area, kind of like I did on that last wood board. I don't know if I really pointed that out, but that was just the gaps were like way too wide for how long they were on the other board. So that's why I primarily did it on that one. And then I don't know, I just like the look of it, so I'm gonna go with it again. I think I could have just gone with 1.25 inches wide and it would have been fine. But I'm actually trying to actually make grooves instead of just painting the line this time. So I started by just using this little pool saw. That was a little bit difficult, so I moved to just using this triangle shaped file, and that did pretty well for me. It's not gonna be long enough to do the whole. I guess I could do it like this. Yeah, I'll figure it out. So that's our next step, is to file these grooves in. So I'll show you what it looks like after that. I got the grooves all started all the way around. I'm gonna clean the board up, try to get those straightened out, cleaned up a little better, get them a little deeper. And then I haven't really decided, maybe I should paint the grooves one color and then all the squares a different color. I haven't decided how I'm gonna paint it yet. That's basically what we're working with, what we're looking like. That's our game board. Looks like a game board. So this is our scrap. Marked a 1/2 inch line here. Just use my little pool saw. Cut that. I'm gonna do it again, mark another 1/2 inch. And then I'll take those 2 slices and cut them into 1/2 inches. So that should give me enough pieces to make our pips and all their game board pieces. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, full disclosure, I did go over to the table saw to finish these off. I made the first cut by hand, and it's taking a long time, so just for the reasons of time, I went ahead and did mine on my table saw. But you definitely don't need a table saw for this project. So just full disclosure, I did use one, but I did make my first cut by hand. So 4 of these are going to be our pips, you know, for rolling. So we just got to color 2 sides of each of those, and we can roll with them. So we're going to take our other 4 and make 1/2-inch cuts this way, and that should give us enough. We need 14 total pieces, 7 of each color, so we should be able to get those out of this. So I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll come back and talk about the game board. Okay, we got half our pieces painted, half of each pips painted. Took a little piece of 150 grit to this, make it a little smoother, a little bit cleaner. I'm gonna leave it looking a little rustic. I'm gonna paint on top of that anyway, so it'll be okay. We got our grooves a little bit deeper, cleaned up a little bit. It's okay. And then I think I'm just gonna go with like the same paint color scheme as the last board I did. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right. There we go. Finished painting all that last night. Used it to play a few games already. Did the flowers in the same colors, but like a little bit different design. Other than that, it's basically the same as this one that we already finished up. So there we go. There's our finished product. All right. I hope you liked that. If you did, please leave a like. Consider subscribing. Our next video, we're coming back to this one, and we're going to be trying to build a box to hold all the pieces and everything. So make sure you come back and check that out next.